Christy, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot, and this is your reading for the week ahead. As always, when something I say resonates, please let me know by liking and subscribing, and please know I'll never reply to your comments telling you to message me through WhatsApp. That's not me doing that, so block, report or ignore, but just know it's not me. Let's get on with this reading. What's happening for the beautiful Sagittarius this week? Firstly, you have the Five of Cups. Okay. Then you have the Magician. Things are looking up. That's good. I don't know why I'm getting you're using your pain as power or fuel. Nine of Wands. These cards getting chucked about. Page of Wands. Four of Cups. Ooh. Light the way. I don't know why that came through. Like with this Page of Wands, I'm looking at it, I'm just getting light the way, and it's like someone's holding up a torch and lighting the way. You're guiding yourself out of a dark place, or others out of a dark place. So firstly you have Five of Cups. This can be crying over spilt milk. If it was anyone else, if I was talking to someone I didn't like, Sagittarius, I'd say stop crying over spilt milk. But I like Sagittarians, and so I won't say that. Pretend I didn't say it. That's not how. This is the energy more of try to look up at what's going well. At the start of this week, it's very easy for you to see everything going wrong. It's very heavy, there's a lot that you're upset about, but try to pay more attention and give more energy to what's going right? Because like an energy goes where attention flows, and yeah, try to pay more attention to the things going right. Even though I can completely understand, this is me too, I'm a Sagittarius. It's so easy just to look at everything that's falling apart right now. But what about what's going well? What about all the things? And I know that some of you watching are going, nothing's going well. There could be something, right? There's definitely something going well. Whether it's just, oh, lovely weather, or oh, the cereal is the best cereal ever tasted in my life. Whatever it may be, there's always something to look up to. And you've got the Magician right next to this, so there's also something about like looking at this from the position of, oh, I can use this as power. If Sagittarius, you're all manifestors, everyone's manifesting, but there's something specifically where you're showing up as being a very powerful manifestor this week, and very, very good at what you do. And I think a big part of that is you're using being where you're not supposed to be, or feeling very detached from your current environment, or grieving in some way, and you're using that heavy energy as contrasting energy, and then realizing the life you do want and the light you do want, and to make the most of your life. If you're grieving the loss of someone, it's like you're using the contrast of that, of like, I don't know how to explain it better, rather than you're manifesting very quickly and very big things from being where you don't want to be right now. Because it's just so much, it takes a lot more skill. When everything's going right, it's not hard to manifest, it's not hard to feel into better when everything's going well. But when you're disappointed or grieving, you've had a loss of some type, it can be very, very hard, which means the power is intensified and multiplied when you manifest. So whatever you're manifesting right now, because it's coming from a very grounded place, it's big, and it's going to happen very easily for you. Nine of Wands, there is something about protecting yourself, Wounded Warrior, right next to the Magician. So you could be protecting yourself a little bit from manifesting to the full degree with which you would want, like the opportunities you want, or a specific job, specific person. For some reason I feel like you're aiming a little bit lower than you could. You could go a bit higher, you could get a bit more, you could earn a bit more money, you could find a better match of a person. There's something where you're protecting yourself though, because it won't hurt as much if you don't get it or something. And I think you're going to stop doing that this week, because you're manifesting such big things and you're lighting the way with that. You're realizing nobody gains from you playing small, playing down your power, getting something less than, just in case, you know, I don't know, like there's something where that keeps coming through, just in case, and it's like, you're not that type of person. You've forgotten yourself, but you're remembering yourself with this Page of Wands. This is very Sagittarius, because it's very adventurous, very spontaneous, very fast moving, and so there's something where you're focusing on your life and looking at your life as if it was an adventure, as if it were a game. What would you do? If you're currently at a crossroads of what to do, whether to take something coming towards you, or accept it, or decline it, think of your life as a video game and the world was yours to explore, and you only get that one. What would your choice be? Would you choose to accept that offer and see where it takes you, or would you decline it in order to stay safe? Because that would be a boring video game. Like, if you were like playing that game and you're like, no, I'm just gonna stay with my current routine, with my current home, with my current place, with my current, and you'd be like stuck in the same pattern, in the same cycle, you wouldn't play that video game. I could tell you right now you wouldn't. You'd be like, that's repetitive, that's silly. I know exactly what tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day will bring. I don't want a repeated life. You definitely don't. There's adventure here that I think you're going to accept. Clarify the Five of Cups. Ace of Cups. Some of you are disappointed in a new love. Five of Cups with Ace of Cups does make Six of Cups, so it's kind of like you're grieving the loss of a new love that's then going to return, or try to make a comeback. Always when you let go of someone, they try to pop back up, and this is healing. So a lot of you might choose to heal a connection with someone, but there's a lot of grief around this. Page of Cups, Temperance. Some of you have recently lost someone. This is so specific. But you recently lost someone very close to you, and there's someone around you that's about to be like, oh my gosh, I'm pregnant. And then there's gonna be a name involved there, where it will be, you know, graced upon this person. We're gonna name it after Philip. I don't know, who's Philip? Anyways, Page of Cups, clarifying Temperance. Page of Cups is a surprise. With Magician, you're gonna surprise yourself with your ability to manifest balance. And I said balance. Temperance is obviously tempering, hot and cold, fire and water. You're able to manifest this, like I said, because of this darkness you're coming out of, you're able to manifest this light so much easier, right? It's very difficult to be able to look up and be optimistic when things aren't going your way, which means the energy you're creating is that much more intensified, as opposed to those that their lives are going la la la, perfect, perfect, perfect. They want to manifest something and they're like, they can't shift themselves into that higher energy because they're already in this very light energy. You're going from this heavy energy, and the light you're bringing in is so bright in the darkness that you're able to surprise yourself with how quickly you're manifesting exactly what you want. Clarify the Nine of Wands. You have the Eight of Swords. These are both cards of Wounded Warrior, in my opinion. Hiding behind those wands in order to stay safe and avoid being hurt. Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords, which is the illusion of being trapped when you're not really trapped. But your mind tells you you can't do something. Your mind tells you you're not capable of something, that you're not ready, that that's not even a possibility. You couldn't do that. You couldn't do that. When really, you can. Take the blindfold off and try it. Like, if you try it and you fail, you're going to actually realise, oh, let me just readjust the way I was trying to do that. Oh yeah, I can do that. Like, but it's not until you try and fail and try again that you go, oh yeah, I was nuts to think that that wasn't possible. It just may not have been possible the first time I tried it. Clarify the Page of Wands. Clarify the Page of Wands for Sagittarius. Two of Pentacles landing on my chair. Multitasking, juggling, being very, 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 very busy. With the Page of Wands, you could find yourself having two things on the go at once, two jobs, having to jump back and forwards on planes or trains, or trains, or why do I feel like there's another thing that rhymes with that? Planes and trains and cranes? I don't know. Planes and trains. There's something where you're going to be juggling, jumping back and forward to go to two different, like, things you are investing in. You got one job in Antarctica, you got one job in Egypt, and you're juggling both, and you're adventuring at the same time, and you're like, yeah, can make it work. You're just, and again, that might have been something in the past you thought you couldn't do. You thought, that's not possible. That's not possible at all. I would rather do none of those things than try to do both. I'd rather nothing. And you're actually now having the courage to go after multiple things at once and believe you're capable of making it work, and you will make it work. But there's a Four of Cups here, and I think for some reason this whole reading tied back around to the start. Ace of Cups clarified the first card, and Four of Cups is like, you've asked the universe for love, you've asked the universe for some type of love, whether it's love in your hobbies, love in your career, or probably real love as in a person. The universe has given you loads of options, and in particular one glowing option, and for some reason you're just not accepting it, you don't see it, you're blind to it, because it's right here when the whole thing wraps up. Background, you're ignoring love, you're focusing on other areas of your life, getting your crap together. A lot of you're just trying to get your life together, so you're not letting yourself focus on love. Clarify the Four of Cups. The Empress. There also, like I said, someone's pregnant, someone around you, you've lost someone, and then there's someone else getting pregnant, and then it's like the timing of it, like it's gonna be the day after, do you know, like I can't explain it any better. The Empress with the Four of Cups, this is the mother. And then you have Four of Cups here, so there is something, some of you in particular could be ignoring your mother, or there's something you're ignoring, because this is like sitting and just like, well yeah, look at it, you can just tell, like not doing anything with what's being given. And then you have the Empress there, so there's something you could grow, there's something you could give more life to, or specifically something around your mother, or you feel like you're not doing enough as a mother, or something you feel like you could be doing more, I don't know. Something about ignoring a mother, or feeling like a mum's ignoring you. But there's, was that thunder? That was weird. I don't know what the guidance around this would be. Clarify the Four of Cups. Clarify the Four of Cups again. Nine of Cups. You're going to be very happy if you choose any of these cups. Some of you are forced into stagnation because you don't want to pick the wrong thing, right? There's one cup in particular glowing to you up here, and you're not even looking at it, and then you're looking at these, and then you're closing your eyes because you're sick of trying to decide, and you'd rather be in indecision than make the wrong decision. But there's something saying, like, watering a plant, whether you water the wrong thing or not, something's going to grow out of it, right? There's nothing you can, if you invest your love and energy into anything, you're going to grow something from it, whether it's a weed to cut off or something beautiful. There's something coming better, rather than just sitting still afraid to move and make the wrong thing. But there's like, you're not gonna, there's no wrong move, there's no wrong decision. And Nine of Cups is feeling very emotionally content and very proud of yourself and very happy. But it's around also, some of you it's about being a mother. There's a, like, you're like, oh no, I'm not ready. And it's not until you give yourself the chance that you go, oh actually, I'm so proud of myself for believing in myself, even if people around you don't. And then you're like, wow, I was capable. I had it in me the whole time. And yeah, man or woman, Empress doesn't matter. If you're a man, it could just be the energy of you birthing something into the world, and people are like, you're not capable of that. You're not capable of bringing that into creation. You can't do that. You can't do that. Specifically, even it could be like you want a job that's very feminine, and so there's like a feminine job, and you're like, I really, really want to be a makeup artist, and there's something like, because of the fact that there's something about femininity around it. If you embrace it, you're going to be so proud of yourself for doing it. But you're sitting on something because of the like femininity of it. I don't know. This is getting off track. I'm going to wrap this up here. That was my chair squeaking, by the way. It wasn't a fart. Anyways, let's go. I'm going to wrap this reading up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated, please let me know by liking and subscribing. And I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Tall Tarot Tuesdays.